What improved your quality of life so much, you wish you did it sooner? Walking. After years of trying to run, I simply started walking. 5 to 7 miles a day in good weather. It is literally life-changing in terms of mental and physical health. I stopped saying yes to things I didn't want to do. Holy shit, me too. I used to do hair, and eventually once I was working for myself I would say yes to literally everything all the time. Including helping people out and stuff like that. I loved making people happy, but I eventually got more and more miserable and ended up with a pretty heavy drug addiction. A bunch of years later and some really helpful therapy, and I work a job that I actually love and no longer do hair for anyone other than my girlfriend or very close family. Only took 16 years of doing something I didn't really love to finally break and make the changes I needed to get what I want out of life. Taking a yearly vacation. My family never traveled growing up, so I didn't know what I was missing out on, but I have a good paying job with time off benefits, and my wife and I have been taking a vacation every year since we got married. Even if it's just something simple, the time away from the usual day-to-day does wonders. Adapted my house. As a wheelchair user, it's tiny little things like being able to get under sinks that give you so much more independence and makes life that little bit easier. Quit my job and moved to the mountains. I realized I cared more about what I did with my free time than whatever work I did, so I got a job where my soul and I wanted to live. We live in a cute mountain town now, and every day watching the sunrise at home gives me 1000% more happiness than anything ever in Illinois. Turning off all push notifications except for essentials like financial apps or important contacts. Drinking water first thing in the morning and through the day. And a big glass of water just before bed. At least for me, I feel much better in the morning, and waking up ready to go makes it easier to get out of bed. Getting off most social media, except here. Reddit is my last piece of social media that I can't shake. Deleted Facebook/Instagram, but love the little small communities here, even though Reddit can be super toxic/political sometimes. A good bed. Game changer. I had no idea how much I needed a new bed until my wife talked me into it. Now every time I lay down, it's like 1000 angels caressing my soul. Edit, for those asking what kind it is, I'm actually not sure. She picked it out. It wasn't super expensive though. Maybe $400 I think. It's memory foam and it came in a big OL box in the mail. It might have been a Serta. I got what I jokingly call a nose job. Fixed a deviated septum and removed a lot of cysts. The ability to breathe, is amazing. When they removed the packing after the surgery, I was giddy. I mean, my wife and I were in a huge fight at the time and I was practically giggling during it. No more sinus infections, solid sleep at night, better sense of smell. It is freaking awesome. I had the deviated septum polyps and turbinate reduction, holy crap. I preach talking with your doctor about nose shit. I had no idea I could feel this good. Breathing through the nose. No more hours of runny nose every day. No more sinus infection or ear aches or headaches from them. Food tasting better. Less snoring. Nose jobs for every allergy sufferer. This is coming from a man who has a devouring mother. If anyone is in the same kind of boat I was, please do yourself the favor and leave the relationship, or at least distance yourself to where you feel is good. My mother would verbally abuse me, telling me I'll never amount to anything or be anything in life like my deadbeat dad. She let my stepdad to die in the hospital and left him with nothing. It goes on, but the point is you are your own human being who deserves everything in life you want, and no matter who or what it is, don't let them stop you from being you and achieving greatness. Evicting my ex from living rent-free in my head. Quality work shoes/boots. I would go buy the cheapest Walmart boots and they would be trash in a few months and I would constantly be sore. I now own multiple pairs of Carolina logging boots and it's incredible. I have a pair I bought in 2014 that are still waterproof. I need to get them resold and I bet I get another few years out of them. Septoplasty. I've always had bad allergies and a stuffy nose, and it wasn't until I was 30 and feeling like I had tried literally everything, allergy shots, inhalers, nose sprays, that I said, I feel like we've tried all these things and it's made an improvement, but this can't be normal. Is it possible I have something physical like a deviated septum or something? And my allergist said, well, of course you have a deviated septum, but it's very slight, surgery probably wouldn't even do anything. Went to an aunt, got a septoplasty, and it's night and day. If my deviation was slight, I can't imagine what a major deviation is like. I've had many allergists since I was young and not a single one ever said anything about a deviated septum to me. Wish I would have known 10 years ago. I wish I knew thoughts were fleeting. Most of the several thousand a day aren't helpful. Learning to be in the moment and being more conscious. I have intrusive thoughts/anxiety, and being able to tell my brain to shut up is a big step. Good for you. Changing universities from a toxic to a super friendly environment. Still shocked that studying can be fun. A quality mattress, a quality chair, 30 minutes of exercise daily, eating at the same time daily, good hydration and 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Removing cocaine use from my life. Good job, bub. I'm recovering from a decade of alcohol use, with a nice spattering of drugs in the mix. Now I just smoke marijuana and my quality of life is night and day difference. I'm trying to remove marijuana as well because as much as I love weed, it makes me so unproductive and I get nothing done, going nowhere, my ambition and drive is low. I've been weedless for about 2 weeks and honestly I've gotten so much more of my life on track. Quit drinking. Everything else came with that. Early mornings. Exercise. Weight loss. Rebuilding relationships. Remembering everything. Always. Able to conceive, our first baby is due this Christmas. I'm just happy. Even on the bad days I'm still 100 times happier than on my best drunken days. Having my feet repaired. Pro-life tip: if you think a toe is broken, seek medical attention and have it x-rayed. Don't make the mistake of simply taping neighboring toes together, assuming that's all the doctor could do, anyway. Edit to provide additional info: in my case, the toe wasn't broken, it was dislocated, with the tip pushed back over the next joint, where it fused. By that point in my life, the bunion pain was already so bad, this new pain barely registered. If I'd gone straight to an MD, the toe could have been put back in place. As it happened, when I finally had the x-rays for my bunion surgery, it was to the point the bones had to be surgically separated and fused. Now that toe can't bend, but the non-stop bunion pain is gone. Doctor visits. Glasses purchased, crippling OCD managed, sleep apnea found and treated, teeth fixed. I'm a new person, I feel better now than I did in my 20s. Don't sleep on getting a good general practitioner, doing routine visits, and coming to them with problems. CPAP machine. If you snore at all, you owe it to yourself to get a sleep study and see what is going on. It literally changed my life getting one. I went from constant caffeine throughout the day just to function to feeling rested for the first time in years. Especially if you are overweight like I am, your heart is stopping multiple times an hour as you struggle to breathe while snoring. It sucks getting used to the machine, especially if you have to wear the full face mask, but man, that first night of actual deep sleep will be life-changing. I cannot recommend it enough, and I have convinced at least 5 people that I know to get one and they all say the same thing: should have done it years ago. Estrangement from toxic family. I hear ya. Cut off contact with my folks about 10 years ago. Coincidentally, managed to find a decent job and travel more afterwards without feeling guilty for living my own life. It only confirmed I've done the right thing when one of them sent me a message one day saying you're nothing without your family. I don't reply, but I'm everything without them. I set my own bar for success. Learning how to set healthy boundaries and say no. Giving up on toxic people and removing them from my life. Not arguing with stupid. Getting sober after 38 years of alcoholism. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe if you are interested in more Reddit content. See you in next video.